Hey everybody, this is Val. How you doing? Yeah, I'm trying the video thing again because I know I got to do it. Don't want to do it, but I got to do it. Like, and you sort of meditate on it or you watch like those self-help, self-actualization, success videos, like the video I'm making now. I don't think this is a self-help success video, but you know what I mean. You watch those videos and are like, what should how you can find out what you need to do. And so I know I need to do this. I just really don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. So I'm here. And I think I'm just going to babble in this video because I just need to knock this out, but I need to do it. So I'm doing it. What's been happening in my life recently? Got laid off a few days before my birthday. um, I don't know. I got the 2 week notice. So right now I feel like Lindsey Buckingham in the Holiday Road music video. You know, if you've seen that, that's the song that was in National Lampoon's Vacation. Except National Lampoon's Vacation, like Chevy Chase, is not in the music video. It's all Lindsey Buckingham, and he's in this dreary sort of like secretarial pool. He's like the only dude in the secretarial pool is like him for some reason is Lindsey Buckingham, and he does this video, and I like Lindsey Buckingham. I actually really like him a lot. I like him, but he just seems like he was a lot of high maintenance back in the day. You know what I mean? Like this the whole Fleetwood Mac thing, like Stevie Nicks. You could just look at Lindsey Buckingham and just know like this dude was really high maintenance. So, well, besides that, I mean, great, excellent musician, performer, etc. Where was I? Oh, right, yeah. So I'm technically just about unemployed, but I saved a lot of money. Um, as I pointed out on my X account, that I saved a lot of money by eating at home, making my own meals. Um, it really helps not to have a social life. It really does. Unless someone's going to be paying for all your food, it really helps to have a very moderate social life. Um, and then you save money, but you actually do save a lot of money. Like I was at this job for 2 years, and the job was not like in a field. It's a field that I had some experience in, like content, UX sort of stuff. I had a little bit of experience in it, but it's like most of my career has been writing and editing, right, and managing content, right. But I took this job because I needed money. I needed money. Like I was in a situation, point of my life where I had no money, and I really needed money, and that was like 2 years ago, and it was a very difficult job, or like I know the word is difficult, but it was a very intense job. And I don't think I wrote one creative sentence the entire time I was there. That's not a criticism of the job because that was the job. The job did what it was supposed to do, which is I showed up, I did the job, and they paid me. So brilliant, you know. But yeah, no, I mean, I took that job and I put my head down for 2 years, just working my ass off and making money and saving and paying off tremendous debts, which I did, uh, and preparing my own meals, most of them. Once a week, once a week I always went to the sushi place to get like a big sushi dinner that I would share with my cat, which I know is pretty sexy stuff, right? That's the high life, just sitting there on the couch, giving your cat a dish of some of your sushi. She really loved it. That's like she looks forward to it all the time. But besides that, I was mostly just preparing my own meals and yeah, doing all that. And here I am. So I'm not super panicking, like I'm not going to be evicted tomorrow or anything like that. and I worked for a contractor. So, technically, I worked for a contractor who contracted me out to this job. So, you kind of, you kind of get what, you know, it is what it is, man. I can't. It is what it is. I'm just saying what it is, and what it is, what it is. But it was just so funny. To like 3 or 4 days before my birthday was just like, layoff. Yeah, and then I was like I gotta look for another job right away. I gotta get everything set. I get resume out, and I gotta like dye the gray out of my hair. Like that's for sure. Like right, that's like the first thing I gotta do is dye the gray out of my hair, right? Because I don't want to look like an old person or something looking for work. Because that's it's dull over YouTube, right? Like I'm such and such. It's hard to get work because I'm old, and all that jazz. So it's like I was gonna dye my hair, but I really didn't want to. I didn't really want to dye my hair. I don't know why. I was just like, well, I mean, it's a pain in the ass to do. Last time I did it, there were flecks of brown everywhere. In the bathroom, and like it's a big mess, and I really didn't want to do it. But I was like, I had this one container of hair dye, like brown hair dye, like in a cupboard that I hadn't used, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So like I set it up, I mix the stuff, put it in my hair, and I'm waiting the 20 minutes for it to work. And I'm really surprised this time, right? Because I'm like doing it, and I'm like, I put it all through my hair and everything like that, and it's, I'm surprised at how easy the process is this time around. Like there's no stinging, there's no staining, and I'm like, I think maybe I really got the hang of this thing now, dyeing my hair and stuff, and it's like about 18 of the 20 minutes pass. I'm like, I go in the bathroom, and I look at the container I used to mix the hair dye. And so basically, you get the hair dye. There's three things in the box, right? Well, four things. There's the plastic gloves, and then there is the like activator fluid that's like in this little squeegee, and then these two tubes, right? That look very similar, okay? And like one is hair dye, and the other one is the conditioner. So, which one do you think I put in my hair? I put the conditioner. I mixed the conditioner with the activator, which thankfully didn't cause like a chemical reaction to like, I don't know, make my hair explode or something. But I was like, all I really had at the end of the day was highly conditioned hair. Like super conditioned hair. Like, wow. And I was like, wow, what a waste of my time. So I don't know if I'm going to dye like this. If dyeing my a little bit of gray is like my number one priority right at this moment, because I'm almost feeling like the little bit of gray. It's kind of like almost like what is it? Nancy, was her name Nancy from the Freddy Krueger movies, like Nightmare on Elm Street. She has like that white streak, right? So it's kind of like that, and I think when I do get my druthers to dye the hair, I think this is what my plan is for doing that. I think I'm gonna go to like a sketchy side street salon that offers like, highlights or something. I'm gonna get like blonde highlights. Okay. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna get blonde highlights, and they're gonna ruin my hair. Right? Because it's a sketchy side street salon. And the woman there is like, she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know what she's doing. So she was like putting it in, so I left it in too long, blotched in certain places, burned off some of my hair in other places. It's a total mess. Come home crying. So this is my plan. I'm gonna come home crying because it was a terrible job. And then I'm gonna go then like to the city or something, go to like a good salon, right? I'm gonna go to a good salon. It's like, I need you to fix my hair. They're going to go, oh, and they're all going to be like, like around me. Oh, it's so terrible what they did to your hair. We're going to fix your hair. We're just going to dye the entire thing blonde. And then I become blonde. Now I say this as if this is all has happened to me before, which it has. Because I never would purposely dye my hair blonde. But something like that has happened. And I think if you find something that works, you need to pursue it. So, yeah. So those are some of my immediate plans. Um, right, the bad highlights. And yeah, I don't know what else to really talk about right now. I'll talk about one other topic. Um, so one of the things I want to do with one of the reasons I decided to try the videos again is this. I saw that SNL was like 50th anniversary special recently, and there was like the Bill Murray segment, right? The Bill Murray segment about all the news the news anchors they had there, and he does like the top 10 list and such. And I realized when he did that top 10 list that was one of my favorite things of all of Saturday Night Live was the news. It was the news, and some of my favorite comedians on Saturday Night Live and just in general have been those anchors on Saturday Night Live news. Like it's all coming to me now. I like Colin Yost. Is it Yost? Is it Yost? I like Colin and Michael Che, and I like Dennis Miller. I used to love Dennis Miller when I was younger. When I was younger, I used to tape his This is what a nerd I am. I used to VHS at a VHS. I used to tape his performances on SNL and then like his stand up stuff, and then I used to play it back to watch to study, I guess. So that's something I guess dumb I did when I was younger, much younger. But yeah, Dennis Miller and Chevy Chase. I mean, Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin. Norm Macdonald. My one of my favorite comedians of all time. Norm Macdonald. Really love him. So, but anyway, I was just sort of like, this is some of my favorite things in the world. Is just watching these news things, and they're just sitting here, like they're just sitting with like I was going to show like with a piece of paper. I don't have a piece of paper handy, but if you imagine if like I was sitting there maybe with a piece of paper or something and reading off the news, so I'd be like, like recently Jon Stewart during taping of Daily Show or the heck he's doing now, got so mad that he took his coffee cup and smashed it on the table and cut his hand open. The man cut his hand open on live or semi-live TV. Cut it open. And so, what's going on with people? Why are people losing their minds? See, that would be kind of my thing. I would riff on that, like, and then I would like, I don't know, was this very effective reading that news story? I don't think it was. I have to really work on it. This is just like my first video and shit, but all right. So here's a story. So like, this is a long time ago. I think this must be like at least 20 years ago. I was having an argument with someone, and I had a coffee cup. And to make a point, I firmly, like very firmly, dramatically clonged it on the desk. I clonged my coffee cup on the desk to make a point, like, period. Dot. This is my point. And then the mug exploded. The mug exploded, and it cut the meat of my hand. I still have a scar, and it was a really big cut, and it was almost like emergency room cut. So, Jon Stewart, these are one of the most dangerous things in the world. These cups, don't fuck with these cups, man. I'm sorry, I'm cursing. I'm not going to get revenue on this video. Future revenue would be great, but like future videos, I will not cuss at all. because I want to have ads and stuff. So this, uh, just saying. And I know what you're thinking. There's one more thing. I know what you're thinking. You know, I prepared my own meals, and saying I saved money and stuff like that. But of course, I bought that Iron Man mask in the background there, but I didn't buy it. I found it in the trash. Found this Iron Man, and it is not a child's mask. It is made for adults. It's an adult replica Iron Man mask. The fucking all right. I said it again. I'm sorry. I'm gonna I'm gonna put this video up and then probably gonna take it down because it's really kind of just all over the place. But this is just to get started and stuff. That mask, it works. It has like different pieces, and you put it on like you can put it on an adult human head, and has different pieces, and you kind of clong it on, and then it lights up and stuff and everything. I found that in the trash. I did. I'm not a spendthrift. I found that in the trash, and so there, and yeah. So this was a pretty fun video, wasn't it? This was just me getting warmed up. I'm just gonna take it cool, gonna be cool, and just gonna do these videos. That's all. I'm gonna come up with topics, do the videos. I was thinking of reading some of my fiction and poetry, which I know is just gonna everybody's subscribing now and whatnot. So anyway, that's my video. First, just getting my feet wet. Sorry, if any cussing. Sorry, won't cuss in the next one. And yeah, and Jon Stewart, just take it easy, please. For God's sakes, take it easy. Oh my God, like what's wrong with people? It's just sort of like, like Mark Hamill's losing his pants and on live TV, and then Jon Stewart is cutting his hand open. Just stop it. Stop it. Everybody stop it. Everybody take a breath. Take a breath. Okay. Peace.